Hi, this is Cassandra from Zen Within. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about self-healing so that you don't have to rely so much on Tylenol, pain pills, leaves, things of that nature. You do still have to go to the doctor because that's very important. But for a lot of the things, you can go within and heal yourself. Self-healing is very important to do. It is universal life force energy that is God-given energy, universal energy that it's every human being's right to use on this planet. This information and this knowledge has been hidden from us because of people with agendas to get rich, i.e. pharmaceutical companies and things of that matter. They don't want you to know that you can go within and heal yourself because they want you to continue to purchase their products to make someone rich. You don't have to be attuned to the energy. I was attuned to the energy because I do reiki, so I went through an attunement ceremony, but that's not necessary. You can begin to learn how to work with the energy on your own to help your minor aches and pains and things that you have on a regular basis. You need to get to the root cause of the dis-ease, why the pain is occurring in your life. Not all of it is karmic. Some of it is we're supposed to be moving out of that karmic stage and phase where we're having karmic ailments and diseases and issues that plague us. They too can be balanced with time. You just have to learn to talk to your body and let your body know what you would like to have happen. You have to go within and talk to yourself on a daily basis. You need to talk to your body the way you would talk to a good friend, because your body is your friend. It might sound crazy, but when you start doing it, it will become second nature. Most people just get up in the morning and, hope I ain't gonna have these back pains today. And what does your body hear? Your body hear, oh, we're having back pains again today? No problem. Back pains come on in. And then you're like, I knew I was gonna have back pains. But when you wake up in the morning, why don't you say, okay, body, this is a new day and we're going to do things different today. We're not going to have any back pains. We're not going to have any legs swelling. We're not going to have any of that. I'm not doing it today. I got stuff to do. And continue to talk to your body to let your body know that you are in control. What you think about, bring about. It is easier said than done. Trust and know. I've been there. I've done it all. The Tylenol, the Aleve, the Motrin, the Advil, muscle relaxers from the doctors. Been there, done that. When my body started to fall apart, I had to go within and I had to ask myself, what in the world is going on? Because I know life should be better than this. Why am I having these aches and pains? What is the point of this? And I got an immediate answer because I get immediate answers. And that's the thing. Sometimes if you don't know how to listen to your inner voice, you can get a piece of paper and write the question down and listen to the first thing that comes to your mind. If you're the type of person that you're always disregarding that little voice in your head, it might take you a little bit more time to get used to listening to your higher self. because it is your higher self. And your higher self always has your best interests at heart. Your higher self will never lie to you. And if you don't believe your higher self, you can call upon your team, your spiritual team. They're always there around you, willing to step in and help out. But you also have to be open to the responses that you get from your team. As I said, I get immediate answers because I have that connection that I've had the majority of my life. Now, don't get me twisted. The majority of my life, I did go against what my higher self was saying and what my team was saying, and I did the exact opposite. And when that happens, we all know what happens. You go down a slippery slope to, pain, and just all kinds of craziness happens. Tower moments. People in the tarot world like to say things happen. Try to get you back on track. Red flags everywhere. I'm not seeing red flags. You see red billboards, but you still choose to go the other way and disregard what your higher self is saying. Even if it's like something silly and small, like, oh, eating a piece of cake. You say, don't eat that piece of cake. And you hear, I want it. I'm going to eat it anyway. Things happen. It is what it is. Diet does play a huge part into that. Now that was a perfect segue into that. When I was eating incorrect things like all day, the majority of the day, because that's what I wanted and I thought I had cravings for them, all kinds of problems happen. You have problems. You just have issues with your weight. You have issues with your blood pressure, your stomach, headaches, all kinds of stuff, because your body gets dependent on that caffeine. Your body is dependent on that sugar, and you're talking to the sweet tooth queen right here. I had a sweet tooth like no one else. And it's hard. But once you start eating fruits and vegetables, well, not vegetables, but fruits, because they're sweet, and you just get in the groove of eating them on a regular basis, your body doesn't know if it's coming from a cheesecake or if it's coming from a beautiful, luscious, juicy nectarine, which is my favorite to eat. If you can get a good one, they're great. Well, a couple more things. I'll look down at my little cheat sheet. Meditating. Now, when you meditate, you don't have to. You just start small. Just start where you are. Just close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths wherever you are. Don't do it driving up the road, obviously, but just start small. Take those deep breaths, close your eyes, and relax. Let your body relax from head to toe or from toe to foot, and see what messages come up. Some people say that those thoughts, now if you're thinking about the argument you had 2 weeks ago with your grandmama now, then perhaps that's something that came up for a reason. A lot of people just say, thank you for that thought, and then you keep on meditating. A lot of times that thought is coming up because you have unresolved issues that you need to deal with. And when you just put it back on the shelf, so to speak, and don't deal with it, the next time something like that happens will trigger you and you'll blow up. Instead of taking the time to think, wow, why did that situation happen? What am I supposed to learn from that? Why did I think about that just now? What lesson is it for me to learn? All of it takes time, but it's a process, and you'll get there. It is easier said than done. Pay attention to the synchronicities that you may be having. If you look at the clock the same time every day in the afternoon and it always says 3:13, look up that number. It has a meaning in there for you. My computer just gave me a message. As I stated, I do Reiki. So a lot of times Reiki it's a way of life. It's not just the poses that you do and the body positions on your body. Reiki is an actual way of life. It's the way you live with peace and harmony with all your energetic field, your body, and your connection to spirituality, all in sync with each other. And the proper diet helps with the flow of energy with that. You can do affirmations. Say affirmations to yourself. You know, it's better to make up your own affirmations than to read some from off of a book or off the website or whatever. I do affirmations on a daily, personal ones. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I do personal affirmations. You know, I sing my little songs, you know, to myself, like, I am the magnificent. I am the magnificent. We all remember special ed. If you're a certain age like I am, you remember special ed. And I always say, oh, wow, girl, that was a tough situation you went through. But you handled that like a G, 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 like a G. So pat yourself on the back. When you say your affirmations, it's best to put it in the I am state or phrase if you can. If you can't, just state it whereas though you've already attained whatever you're trying to attain. Like, I have a brand new car. I have the job of my dreams. I have the home of my dreams, the home that I desire. I have the love in my heart that I desire. And you have to hold that positivity and that state all day long, all day, all night. You have to hold that. I have the job of my dreams. You might be going to your crappy job that you don't care about, that you've been working for umpteen years, and it sickens you to the death. But you need to go in there with an upbeat attitude and say, I might be working this, but I'm actually working my actual dream job. And you have to have the attitude of gratitude. You know, people say that all the time, and it gets exhausting, but you have to be grateful for what you have, for where you are at that time. And that opens the door for more. You can also use oil diffusers. There's certain scents for your chakras that'll open up your chakras and get your chakras moving. Certain scents. I have certain oils that I make that I put on my wrist that you can sniff, and you just sniff and close your eyes and take a deep breath, and you can feel the relaxation just draining right down. So there's a couple of little things that you can do. Water. You need to drink plenty of water. Water, water, water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Water. It just helps. It just helps. Like I said, call on your team. They will answer in certain synchronicities. You have to be open to hearing them. Birds flying by, you might find a feather, you might see a rainbow, whatever, something that's important to you. Money. It's times that I see quarters just drop out of thin air, just drop right in front of my face, hit the ground, boom. It's like, what the heck? Each one's different. See, they know, they speak in my language when they speak of that money. So I'm a Capricorn. Sagittarius rising, moon is Aquarius. So they talking money, that's my language all day. So they drop them coins. That gets my attention immediately. And that's another thing. You need to smile. You need to laugh. I mean, you got to be the star of your own show. you know, the lead in your own play. Don't let someone else be the star of your movie and your show. This is your life. You're running it. You have a right to be happy and live like anyone else that wants to be happy and live. Don't listen to downers and the ones that are negative all the time, that have nothing nice to say, because they drain your energy. They are energy sucking vampires, and they will drain your energy. Those that you come around and they're complaining from the time you get to them, from the time you leave, they are energy vampires. And if that's you, then you know you got work to do. No other way to say it. If that's you, then you have inner work that needs to be done, and you need to ask yourself some deep questions, and you need to sit with the answers, and you need to not run from the answers that are coming up, because they're coming up for your highest best good. Because people do not realize the pain that they feel is the dis-ease that is coming out as a direct result of issues that you have not dealt with, that you just swept under the rug, and you just kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing. Body don't work that way. Your body just does not work that way. I'm going to try to keep it a little short and not take anyone's, drag it out any longer. Take note of your dreams, because your dreams are manifestations of things that are going on in your current life, and things that are going on in your current life will come out in your dreams. I just started remembering my dreams. So yeah, take note of your dreams. And I'm telling you, the couple that I did remember blew my mind, because it brought up old issues that I thought I had worked through. But clearly with this new 8-8 portal that's bringing up things so that you can wrap things up and start your new beginning and start your new life, this 8-8 portal here ain't no one playing, ain't no game, because it has brought up many things like down years ago that I thought were settled, dead, and stinking. No, baby, no. Brought that crap up. Tears are rolling. And that's another thing. If you have tears, please don't try to hold your tears back. If something that's bringing up emotion for you, you have to let that emotion flow. Just let it. Even if you have to step to the side and go away from people and go in the bathroom if you're embarrassed or whatever, but go ahead and get that cry up out of you, because it's coming up. Those emotions are welling up for a reason. Whatever triggered it, it may be an unresolved issue, and you need to acknowledge it, number one, and you need to try to figure out what the hell is going on, so that you can work through it. Because things like that will lead to pain and will lead to disease, and nobody ain't got no time for that. No time for that at all. Anyway, I just wanted to, it's been on my spirit, been on me about making a video letting people know that they can go within to heal themselves. You don't have to do Reiki. You don't have to go to an energy healer. You can, but it's probably better to work through the issues on your own, because they'll balance your chakras today, and then tomorrow you're right back in the same high stress situation that threw you off balance in the first place. And if your mentality is still the same, chakras thrown right back off, and the pain comes right back. You can have a past life regression. That does help bring up issues, and you hear from your higher self what exactly needs to be done, and it'll bring up issues from a past life that are you probably dragged over into this life, and you don't even know you dragged them over. It can resolve all of that. I'm not here just to say, oh, I do QHHT past life regressions from the late great Dolores Cannon, but I do. So if you would like a past life regression at this point in time in my life, the past life regressions will be free of charge, but they need to be in person. So I'm going to adhere to the guidelines. And if you're in my town and you want a free past life regression that will help you with past lives and the current life you're on, getting answers and clarity, hit a sister up. If not, meditate, take them deep breaths, pray, set them positive affirmations, keep a notebook, write down anything you might be feeling, any thoughts that come up, any numbers that come up. You can't look at them right away. You can look at them later. Take note of what you were thinking about at the time when you saw the synchronicity. Start working it out. It's time for us to start progressing and uplifting each other and moving into this 5D everybody talking about, because trust, gotta be better than where we at now. Find your zen within.